10:30, 11 at night, so it's a bit to juggle.
Yeah, I think the other night I got home at about 11, so the girls do struggle, but we're very well prepared and got a lot of people around us to help us with that.
Well, big final quarter coming up. Can Brisbane make it 2 from 2 to start this AFLW season? Can the Dockers, with the advantage of a breeze in this last quarter, come home strong and get the crowd behind them to get their first win on the board? Plenty at stake. No decisive tap in the middle. Clearances are going to be all important here, and the Dockers are going to get the first one through Caulfield towards half forward, but it's been chopped off here by Brisbane. Hildebrand, who copped the knock early in the game, but is okay. And now the Lions, if they can kick the first one, it's going to make it very, very difficult. Just the drop mark in front of us here on the wing. On that occasion from Kate McCarthy, who showed a good turn of speed right throughout the day. Ex-Australian touch player. Only played footy for a couple of years. It's a real toe, though. Can really break the lines. The throw. It's going to go the way of Brisbane. Let's get down to Tanya Armstrong, because we've seen a few injuries today, Tanya.
Yeah, it's all bad news for the Fremantle Dockers. Brianna Green out of the match with a left shoulder injury, and Kim Mickle hasn't returned after half-time. She looked a bit proppy. She has been icing her right knee. And at three-quarter time for the Brisbane Lions, Talia Randall popped her left shoulder. Took them a few minutes to pop it back in. And just an update on the crowd. We have reached 10,000, but they haven't shut the gates, because as people are leaving, they're letting people in. Yeah,
great result. Such an historic venue here at Fremantle Oval. So the Dockers a little bit worse for you. There's Kim Mickle, as Tanya said. Certainly imposed herself in the early part of the game, but unable to play in this second half. So big few minutes coming up here for Fremantle. Need to put some pressure on the scoreboard in this early part with the breeze. But Brisbane are just standing tall here. We saw a really tight huddle around Craig Starcevich at three-quarter time. They are on a mission here to try and make it 2 from 2. Bit of meterage gain for Fremantle forward. Hildebrand getting back there for Brisbane, trying to lock that in the pack. And not going anywhere, that footy. Umpire will take it.
Number 27, Kiara Gemma Houghton has had a great game last week. She had 11 possessions and 5 tackles. It looks like already she's looking to impose herself around these ruck contests. Yeah, she's very new to football, obviously, this being her first couple of games, and she just doesn't have, she's not scared of anything. She'll go at any player, and she's very attacking, so she's very good.
So a big contest to be won here. Shepherded out of the ruck contest. It's going to be a Brisbane free kick. Long ball towards the wing. Unable to take the diving mark on that occasion, and it just floated away from the hands of Wishner, so it went out of bounds on the full. Free kick to be taken here by Davidson. They'll kick it long up the line, pitching just inside, so a little bit of meterage game, but the Dockers need more than that right now. They need a goal. They need one quickly. Not quite stop in this last quarter, 15-minute quarters. Game goes pretty quickly. They need to make the most of it here, Fremantle. No decisive tap there. He'll apply some pressure. It's Gabby O'Sullivan trying to get busy. Trying to lay the tackle, kick smothered off the boot there of Bates. Here's a chance for the Dockers at half forward. They can just find a little bit of space. Caulfield now got it out to Davidson, who kicked it inside forward 50, and the mark has been taken by Hooker, who was felled after she marked. Umpire not having any of it. Crowd certainly urging the 50. And this becomes a massive kick right now for Dana Hooker. Mum in the team to put them back within 3 points. She's got a bit on it, right towards the goal square. It's off hands. And it's going to go through for a behind. So Brisbane get the result they're after. Margin 8 points. Not game on here. Brisbane looking to clear. Once again, they're back 50. Going back with the flight of the footy. Lavelle. And it's going to be a free kick that will come back here to Brisbane in that marking contest. And it's sea of bodies. Ashmore. Certainly can cover some ground. Forward and back. Frederick Traw flying over the top, couldn't take the mark. Well, this sort of suits Brisbane perfectly right now. Yeah, it does. They've got a couple of tall options down the line. I think maybe Taylor Harris could have possibly pushed up a little bit higher into that contest, just to give the Brisbane Lion girls an opportunity to get the footy in their front half of the ground. One goal to Fremantle could really change things. Here's Donnellan, who kicks around the body, right towards centre half forward. Couple of bites, and take of the jumper, and a fair bit of purchase on the mark anyway there from Stacey Barr. He's just outside 50. Just going to put it high. Long towards the teeth of goal, but going back, Hildebrand couldn't quite take the mark. Brisbane desperate to clear. Tough contest, coming through hard was Kane. Only about 30 metres out from the Dockers goal, but Brisbane once again are going to stand tall. They could get it over the back and run. They might be away, but the Dockers have just got that extra number. Kirby Bentley, Rocket Gibraltar. Turn one way, went the other. Get out in the direction of Chute on that far wing here at Fremantle Oval. Has a bounce. Lace off a short pass. Dockers trying to really run. They need to take some risks from here. Chute nicely done the 1-2. Inside forward 50. Big fist in there by Brisbane from Kasler. Brought down Zilke. And it's going to be a free kick. It'll come back to the Dockers. In that sea of bodies. So we take a look here. Take of the jumper. It's going to be a free kick to come back to Fremantle.
Going to be a big captain's goal if she gets this. Cara Donnellan be able to make the distance. I just think the wind might be a bit of an issue.
16 disposals last week. She's had the 11 so far this afternoon. List to make it a 1-point ball game. She can get onto this kick. Close to the mark. She sells a dummy. Sells it again. Couldn't quite control it. Now gives it across. Big goal opportunity coming up. A miss there from Kane out to the left. Didn't mind the idea though.
Yeah, exactly. It was a fantastic idea. As she was running in to take the set shot, I was thinking she's getting very close to the girl on the mark, but she had a plan.
Well, it would have been one of the goals of the season if she had it converted. 10,000 at Fremantle Oval wanting to see their home team rally in this last quarter. And Brisbane, can they hold on? It's where the Dockers want it in their forward half of the ground, looking to make the most of an opportunity. Hooker couldn't quite control it. Going to ground, Kane, who sits over the top. The umpire will come in once again. Clock ticking. Might be the best finish so far of the AFLW season. We're only 2 weeks in. The stakes are high after 2 weeks. Here's Kane yet again. Trying to feed it inside. Nicely done to Barr. Barr puts it on the boot out to the right for a behind. Well, the intensity has stepped up here. Brisbane are quick to play on from the kick in. On the drop mark. On that occasion by Wushner. That suits Fremantle.
Big few minutes here, Brett and Kiara. I think with about halfway into the last term, it's important that Fremantle can lock it in, lock the footy in. We've seen that for the last couple of minutes and what that's been able to produce. It's a 6-point ball game at the moment, so big few minutes here for the Fremantle girls.
All their numbers, Brisbane up around the contest. No one forward to the centre for the Brisbane Lions, so trying to lock down any space here. Now the umpire has lucked out a free kick. It's got to come back here and kicked over the mark by Houghton. Just look deep here, right towards the goal square. She's really sunk the slipper into that one. Big ball inside forward 50, off hands, out of bounds. Left forward pocket here for the Dockers.
Fremantle have had it down there for a while now. They need to convert something in this. They need to work all their hard work and get some reward for it.
Who's a little jack in the box here, Kiara? They could maybe sneak one.
I think Alara Fukama right then.
Free kick. It's going to be plucked out. It's going to come back to Brisbane in that contest. Lions will look at boundary side. Just trying to keep it in play. Coming over the top, Harris couldn't take the mark. Put her finger there. Keep an eye on that. Taylor Harris right up the ground. So only Frederick Traub is... She's not even forward to centre. She's got a couple of Dockers surrounding her, Chute, and also Kirby Bentley, who's patrolling back at half-back. Here's Harris. Throws it on the boot. And the pitch inside has gone out. So another opportunity here for Fremantle. So we're inside the last 6 minutes. Brisbane leading it by one straight kick. Haven't led till late in the second quarter, the Dockers. And Harris takes the mark at half-back from the kick there by Hooker. Well, Taylor Harris so often doing the job at both ends of the ground. She's got a penetrating right boot. It's in the Frederick Traub direction. Going back there, Chute. Brisbane want to try and kill this footy. Umpire is going to throw it back into play. Just out of bounds. Once again, we've got a massive number of players around this footy. Fire's going to pay another free kick here, and the advantage. There was a hold. Harris has got the advantage. She kicks inside 50, but it's going to be all Dockers. So they're back there patrolling Smith. With Bentley there in support. Now can some space open up. Going after it, Hooker. Trying to get into the middle of Dockers and run. Drop mark. Still time though on that occasion for Caulfield to shoot. Away towards half forward. Coming from behind was Lavelle. Trying to make something out of this. Desperate stuff. Brisbane trying to clear the footy. Also control a little bit of the footy at the moment. Big tackle from behind there by Gibson. But it falls to Hooker. Hooker kicks it inside 50. On a long lead. Big tackle for Brisbane by Campbell. Still alive here for the Fremantle Dockers. It's Willing. It's desperate stuff from both teams. And they'll win a free kick here, Brisbane. It's a great contest right now. Gee, bit of high contact. So they're just holding on here, aren't they, Drew? They're sort of, I suppose they're in that two minds of really trying to defend and not give the Dockers any space. Well, they also might need an extra goal here. Yeah,
it's almost like they're trying to save the game, but they still need to win it, and they still need one more score to put this to bed.
That clock will keep ticking, of course, but right now it's only one straight kick. Over the head there of Bentley. At the back here for the Dockers was Breslin, who kicks towards half forward, chuckling attempt. Mark not able to be taken. Gee, great pressure from Brisbane on an occasion by Lutkins, who saves the day, and here's Virgo, who can just hold the footy for a moment at half-back. She's got plenty of poise. And rock solid across half-back, Virgo. They've led for a long chunk of this game, the Brisbane Lions, but they only led it by 6 points.
Yeah, the stoppage is a good result. As you mentioned, Brett, the time keeps on ticking, which is favourable for the Brisbane Lions girls.
Umpire's going to toss it back in again. No free kick has been plucked out. So it's going to go to the Dockers here in the ruck. Long ball towards half forward, going back with courage. Terrific mark by Harris, standing up when it counts most. So I imagine the draw would stand, Kiara, like a normal AFL season?
Yes, still 2 points each. Yep. This is where Freo needs to go now, and when Brisbane get the ball, make sure they're manning up real tight.
So we're just about inside the last 2 minutes. And Fremantle have got to get some territory back into their forward half of the ground. Bentley's trying to open play up here. Goes in short to Breslin. Trying to open up the other side of the ground, but Brisbane are going to chop it off once again.
Well, they did the right thing there, the Fremantle girls. They had to bring it through the corridor because, as mentioned, any time the ball goes out of bounds, the clock keeps going. So the Fremantle girls need to keep the ball in play. They needed to go to the open side of the ground, which they did. They took the risk that they needed, but it just didn't quite come off.
Here's the kick inside 50 by Conan. Goes over the back. Bentley almost brought down the tackle. Shoots. She's almost brought down as well. It's last roll of the dice stuff here for Fremantle. Donnellan. Little toe poke forward. Coming to meet it here for the Brisbane Lions. Silky. Smother off the boot. Inch by inch, every possession is worth something here. And the Lions get one more score. They're behind her a goal, and they're going to be home here. Big pack mark taken by Harris. What a mark by Taylor Harris. Well, that could be the moment that defines this match right here.
What an outstanding grab. We've seen her taking a couple of great contested marks already in this quarter to save and help her back line, and then to push forward and take a fantastic grab like that is outstanding by Taylor Harris.
Well, just needs a score. The clock continues to tick inside the last 3/4 of a minute. Taylor Harris to put the icing on the cake for the Brisbane Lions, and she does. They come from everywhere. What a turn up, 2 weeks on the road to go and conquer Melbourne and the Fremantle Dockers. This is superb.
And what a player. Already we knew coming into this competition, Kiara, that Taylor Harris had a name, had a reputation as an outstanding marking player. And we've seen it in the last 10 minutes of footy. She's been brilliant.
That's why she's a marquee player. You know, she stands up in the big games, and she's just done that now.
Well, the coach of Brisbane, Craig Starcevich, just walked past us here, and he is absolutely pumped. As are the entire Brisbane coaching team. They've come on a mission, and they're going to conquer the Fremantle Dockers, and they go forward again. Is there another one here for Brisbane? They're going to pull off another famous victory here before they head home next week. And everyone just trying to work out this AFLW table. There's some of the fancy teams, maybe not so fancied right now. Here's Law. Last kick inside forward 50. Can they pluck a mark? Going back once again was Harris. And a free kick. And she'll kick after the siren. And Taylor Harris will look to add a bit more pain to the Fremantle Dockers. It's celebrations on the bench for Brisbane. And Taylor Harris with her 12 disposals, 2 goals, 1. She makes it a third. And watch this team celebrate. Harris almost directly in front. She's gone out to the right with a kick, but it doesn't matter because Brisbane win it here at Fremantle Oval by 13 points.